Blessings. Good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is that you happen to be watching this. I'm so grateful you're here with me today. I am Tuesday May Thomas, and this is your weekly energy forecast. I use the Osho Zen Tarot, and this has been a really cool segue to begin to reach out to more viewers, to gain more subscribers. I'm so very grateful. Every week I get a few more subscribers, and I'm just really, really deeply appreciative of that. Any likes or thumbs up that you feel guided to give helps as well. I'm learning the ropes of moving my YouTube channel up in the ranks so that my videos can be viewed by more and more people around the world, and every little thing that you do truly serves and helps with that. So thank you so very much, those of you who watch all the time and support me. I'm so very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. Man, I don't know how you're doing, but I've been going through a very interesting period. And let's just set this up, that this reading will be for June 15th to June 22nd of 2017. We're going to shuffle out these cards here and call in the highest love and light of this universe to infuse this reading with its divine messages that will serve everyone who is guided to listen to, whether it's just a portion or this whole weekly reading. May we all be blessed and receive what we need to hear, get what we need to get out of this reading for the highest good of all. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, we had one fly out. Consciousness. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate the deck into 3 piles, and I'm going to pull one card from each pile. I'm going to close my eyes, take a nice breath, and feel guided. I'm going to pull one from the middle of the first deck, traveling. And I'm going to close my eyes, go to the second pile, and reach for one from down the bottom. That's where the guidance is, the source. And then I'm going to go to the final pile and reach for one that's closer to the top, control. Okay. Woo! So let's see how these all connect for this reading here. So the card that popped out is consciousness, and this is truly what's going on for all of us. Shift in consciousness, the dynamic of understanding new things in new ways, learning new languages, not necessarily, although it could be, like learning a new language to a different country that you might be visiting. But even more than that, it's learning a new language of and means to communicate as your higher self. And that's what is sitting above our reading for this week, is tuning in to our higher self, clearing the channel so that we can receive the message, and also learning to conversate as that part of ourselves, learning to communicate as your higher self. This is what's going to be coming up this week. And it's very interesting and very, very beautiful. The first card we have is traveling. So you might be away and coming back. You might have been away. Oh wait, that's the same thing. You might you might have been away and are coming back. And also you might be here and maybe planning for a great trip away. And this card came up not too long ago, and traveling right there, deep, deep, deep. See that dot on the path? That is you. This is a card of fire, of activation, of energy, of movement. And the sun being pictured at the very top here really gives us a sense of moving towards our own inner sun. And the last card that came up here was the source, which very much gives us a sense that this is where we're moving towards. And at the same time, right, the sun is high in the sky, it's above the land, the same source is within you. This is creating this beautiful trinity, because on one hand, there is a part of us that is seeking and wanting to reconnect and to reestablish that connection with our higher self, with the part of us that is true to love, that knows how to love ourselves and take care of ourselves. But it's the same journey that takes us back within ourselves through the physical vehicle, which ultimately connects us to our higher self through the spiritual vehicle and the part of our essence. So let's think about this. You're invited to take a journey this week that is going to allow you to attune and align with your higher self, with higher states of consciousness. You know what's coming up so beautifully and so strong with this traveling card is that you are on a mission. You are on a mission. What is your mission? And whether you feel that that mission is something that you've been given, you're here on this planet to do something, to hold space for something, or it's something innate within you that you've created. I want to be a football star. My mission is to save 1,000 dolphins every year off the coast of Italy. Whatever it might be, there's a mission inside of you, and it could be grand, it could be very basic and simple, such as I want to give up cigarettes, which really isn't basic and simple at all, but just in terms of these ideas, these missions inside of us, you're here for a reason. And even if it's not something external, such as saving the dolphins or quitting an addiction, there is an aspect that is inviting you this week to remember that you are on a mission and that you can choose your mission consciously. You can choose what your mission is. You don't have to give in to missions imposed upon you or given to you by others that don't feel good to you, that don't feel right to you, that don't bring out the joy and the creative energy and the flow and the excitement within you. It's very important to stay on track with your own mission. And my feeling is that some of us have gotten off track. It's been busy. There has been a lot of transformation, a lot of healing, a lot of change, a lot of becoming new, renewed again, and interior environment changing, exterior environment changing, and then the recalibration of the relationships therein. And the dust is still settling. It is still settling. And so it's kind of hard to see with exactitude what the end point of the mission is, but that's never the point, the end point. The mission is now, and it's what are you doing to help serve yourself, be that version of yourself. So be her now, be him now. If you want to be an astronaut, what do professional astronauts do with their day? Are you on a vacation? Are you on time out from being an astronaut? Are you just chilling? Or are you in training? Are you reading books on it? Are you watching movies about it? Are you hiking to certain elevations to work on your breathing techniques? Are there things that you're doing to facilitate that? If you're a healer, if you're a teacher, are you taking care of yourself? Are you making sure that you receive nourishment, that you, if you're a healer, and you're giving all the time, when's the last time you've received a healing, a cleansing? When's the last time you did like a 1 day a week detox or something? There's definitely a call for this like little recalibration in some way, shape, or form as we move and meander through the path of our mission, because your mission is here and it's saying, don't forget. Don't forget. And for some, the mission is just about being a kind person, just being a happy person, no matter what. For others, it's like, oh, I have all these goals. I need to have all this certain success or reach certain attainments physically in the financial strata of the world. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that brings you joy, that appears to be your mission now, within that mission is you, and it's the truth of you becoming and being the brightest, most beautiful, shining star that you are. You channeling source, you moving out of the way and allowing source energy to move through you, to hold your hand, to combine alchemically with the you that is the true you within you, and move you forth from there, to be present, to bring it down to earth. Now, a big part of our practices of staying on course, of staying true to who you are, and to really getting the downloads from your higher self so that you can bring that language again down into the earth and use it to help navigate your mission and your journey. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Every day, meditate. Before you go out in the world in the day, before you answer the phone, and I know Marianne Williamson is big in this, and I support it too. Before you answer the phone, go online, do your social media, talk to family, do any of that. Even if you live with your lover, take a moment, like the very first thing when you are conscious and you're aware that you're awake, take a breath and connect with source energy, connect with God, connect with love, whatever name you give it, connect with it, feel it connecting with you, filling you up, and from that place extend that love and that light, that sense of connectedness through your consciousness, through your heart energy, extend it out to all the people and places that you feel or that you're aware of that you're going to go and meet and exchange with that day, and even extend it out to the people and the places that you don't know where you're going to go and you're going to meet through that day. Use your consciousness, but first connect with source so that as you go on your journey, the path is clear. It's not always clear, and sometimes we have to just really trust and take one step at a time, and really that is the true life of mastery, is just living moment to moment. Yet, what this week is calling us to do is to remember your mission. Go back to those old journals. Go back to those old pieces of paper you had stuck on the wall, or however it works. Go back to even that old vision board that you put together. Dust it off and look at it, right? And don't necessarily have to put it up, but just like, what bits and pieces from it are you like, oh, that's one thing. I love that. I really wanted to get into that, but I got sidetracked. I'm going to bring some of that back in. I'm going to meditate on that and let it illumine me and guide me and keep me on track. This is what it's about this week. That's what it's about. It's about staying on track. Staying on track with your mission. Now, the opposing force, very interesting, is control. This is a card of the mind, governed by that gray in the diamond above the word control. And this person here is really holding on so tight to what they think and how they think things are supposed to work out in order for them to receive benefit, and in order for them to be happy, and in order for them to feel safe. But it's just an illusion. What we get to replace this sense of control with is the sense of letting go, is the sense of relaxing and meditating and allowing yourself to connect with a higher level of consciousness, with your higher self that has a direct connect to God, to source. Get in tune with that channel and release the need to have it all figured out. So there's a balance this week, because on one hand, we want to stay in tune with the truth in our hearts. We want to stay in tune, stay on path with our mission, with what am I doing here? What are the things that I get to do if I'm going to be her now, if I'm going to be him now, and embody those qualities and those energies? What would I be doing right now? If I was a best-selling author, what would I be doing right now? What's a part of my daily routine? Do I wake up and go to the gym, or do I wake up and I write for 2 hours first thing in the morning? Do I meditate before I write? Again, if you're going to be an astronaut, are you studying the stars? Are you, curious? Are you wearing lead boots around the house to feel how it would feel? Like, are you having fun with your adventure and with your mission? And so calling that in, releasing the need to know the destination, really, truly releasing the need to know what the end result is going to be, and releasing the need to have it all figured out, to have a sense of honoring and trusting your higher self as it gives you guidance to take one step at a time and to keep moving forward on your pathway back to source, back to creator, into yourself, but at the same time, not have it all figured out. So that's what we're invited to do this week, is to stay in tune, stay true to ourselves, get in tune with the higher self, begin to bridge that divine language of love and of light into our physical body. Speak it, own it, embody it through that third chakra. I am here and calibrate it through the throat chakra by speaking a new language of light. And so shifting the environment within you and all around you, and perhaps even shifting your journey, right? Your journey is your journey, and it will always be your journey. It just is. And you might, go to Peru and do some of your journey. You might go to Japan and do some of your journey. But wherever you are, that's your journey. And I read something really beautiful recently, and it's said that, and I can't remember if it was a Wayne Dyer or something like that, but some quote that spoke to the journey is the destination. The journey is the destination. We can get so overwhelmed with trying to reach a certain set point and then become disappointed if we haven't sold so many books, or we haven't passed our astronaut certification yet, or whatever it is, and we get bummed out by how things look on the third dimension. But multidimensionally, subtly, through those invisible levels where we exist and where all thought and creation is coming into and out of form and formlessness, the path is there. The truth of you is there. And that's why we get to meditate, so we can stay clear and tune in to what those truths are. This card is a card of consciousness. It's breaking through the parts of you that need to have it all figured out in order to feel that you can even take the next step, right? Sometimes we're like, I'm on this journey, I'm on this path, but until so-and-so calls me, or until I know XYZ, I'm freezing my path. I'm not moving forward, I'm not moving back, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to stay right here, and that's fine. But this week is saying, even if you're going to sit still this week, be clear. Remind yourself, remember that you have a path. Remember those golden jewels in your heart that make you smile, that make you happy, that get you excited about life. And at the same time, relinquish control of how it needs to show up in order for you to feel satiated and satisfied and fulfilled and grateful. Practice those things now with what resides and what abides, standing in your full power and your authority, knowing in your heart of hearts, and this is a card of the solar plexus, through your own personal will and personal power, embodied through your physical being, bridging that with the higher self, with the vision, the third eye vision that sees love and only love, light and only light. Combine that and bridge that down through the language that you speak of your tongue. And worlds will shape around you. Your destination, or what you think your destination is, might change this week. So a path on your journey may take a different turn. But it's going to feel natural, it's going to feel good, and it's going to feel appropriate because you've meditated on it. You've tried it out. You've spoken in your higher tongue with people that you trust, that you can speak in sacred word and share kind of these aspects with. And you've dropped it out. So from speaking it through the tongue, you've dropped it into your environment of self, and you've tried it on. And you're feeling, how does that feel in my solar plexus? This feels good. Yes, I am going to, okay, now I have a clarity. I'm going to move forward. Or now I have a new clarity. I'm going to actually take 2 steps back, go back and get this, whatever I need, and then I'm going to move forward, and I might even veer a little bit to the left, then veer to the right. So recalibrate this week. That's what it's about. A part of the new blueprint of this new vision. Remember, that new vision has been coming up these last couple weeks. It came up 2 weeks ago where it's like, oh, new vision time. And now we're recalibrating. We've let so much go. We've been mourning. We've been like releasing and just relaxing, just like taking a moment out of all the crazy. And now this week is like, okay, you're still on your path. Don't forget your mission. Don't get pulled in through the world and all the crazy and get diluted from your potency and your power, because you are here to bring down to earth, to embody and to share your gifts, your love, your light, and your joy. And it's really as simple as that. I wish you so many blessings, and I thank you so much for spending time and watching these videos. I am very grateful, and I thank you so much. Namaste and many blessings.